Hey guys, Pretzel here. Welcome back to another video. And I need a haircut. Can you guys send me some money so I can get a haircut? I'm joking. But anyways, on this video where you talk about some Godzilla King of the Monsters movie news, and I haven't really done any of these videos in a while, mainly because there hasn't been anything that interesting to talk about, but we do have something very interesting today. Yesterday at the NBA All-Star, in like the commercial section, I would assume, we got a TV spot for Godzilla King of the Monsters. And if you guys have not seen it yet, I'll be playing it here for you guys in 3, 2, well, go.
The time has come.
Alright, hopefully that played and worked out like I wanted it to, unless I would just look like an idiot staring into the screen. But anyways, the first part of the TV spot is we got another camera view, possibly, of the desert creature emerging from the ground, and there's not really much to talk about it besides, the new footage and him coming out of the ground. But the most interesting about this is that the leg that comes out of the ground closest to the screen, if you pay very close attention and you look at it, it may be hard to tell from this because of all the dirt and mud, but it does seem to be some sort of claw. And any other creature that looks like this that has a claw would have to be a crab or a lobster, but crabs and lobsters are water-based animals, and it seems to be a desert, so there isn't really any water nearby. So what other animal has crab-like features but lives in the desert? Oh, I know. A scorpion. I think that this new desert creature, or titan, whatever, is going to be a giant scorpion type creature, because it would make more sense if this is a claw. I'm not saying this is confirmed at all. This is just my guess or speculation that this is going to be a scorpion creature. But I do think it would be really interesting because I always wanted to see a giant scorpion in live action, even though we probably got one before and I just don't know that. But it does seem to be what that is for me. But if it's not, then oh well, I was wrong. Next we have is a shot of the mountain creature coming up and merging. But the new spot, the new thing that we got in this is that his face, we got the look at its face, and I would assume this is from like maybe a camera or like a helicopter from Monarch, and we got to look at its face, and it opens its eye and all that type of stuff. Is really interesting. I think this is just going to be some sort of mountain creature, possibly. I know a lot of people think like the desert thing is Ibra and this mountain one is going to be Anguirus, but I don't really think that's that at all, because it just, there's not enough evidence for me for it to be pointing in that sort of direction. But, who knows? Next we have is that we got another human scene with I don't know the character's name, but one of the characters says, "The time has come," and then it goes. Wait, no, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I don't know what scenes go. I don't remember because I didn't see the TV spot. I should have watched the TV spot before I made this video. But I do believe this scene becomes before the scene where I think it's Emma Russell says no, I think it's, I don't know, Vera Farmiga, I don't know, something like that, says time has come. Whatever I was be talking about is before this, but before that is another scene of Rodan breaking out of the volcano, or at least I think this is before. It might be after. I don't know. But anyways, Rodan breaks out of the volcano, and Rodan, his claw from, I would assume, is the claws from his wings, because I would assume he wouldn't be using his feet to be, walking out of the volcano. So I think he's using like his claws to like kind of crawl out, and then he's gonna spread his wings and be like, "Oh, I've been in here for too long," and something like that. And then it's that scene with the characters talking, the human characters, and then it cuts to Godzilla breathing the atomic breath in the sky, which we have seen before. And then after that, it cuts to Rodan and King Ghidorah flying towards each other, which does indicate that they will be fighting. And I have a theory about what's going to be going on in that, and I would, excuse me, I'll get into that in a second. But after that, we get Godzilla and King Ghidorah charging at each other, and all scenes we've ever all seen before. But back into the Rodan and King Ghidorah fight thing, what I think is going to happen is that Rodan and King Ghidorah is going to fight. Rodan's going to have somewhat of a chance against King Ghidorah, but obviously King Ghidorah is going to win because they want to make King Ghidorah seem more of a bigger, better threat than everyone thinks he's going to be, which everyone knows he's going to be a big, bad threat. And then obviously Rodan's gonna lose, and then what I think is gonna happen, Rodan's gonna see King Ghidorah as the dominant creature. I was about to say species, but there's only one King Ghidorah, as far as we know. But anyways, and this could indicate that King Ghidorah makes Rodan his minion, something like that. I kind of would think this is gonna happen, and like Rodan kind of works for King Ghidorah now, and like kind of does King Ghidorah's dirty work, as King Ghidorah is doing other dirty work. And I don't know if Rodan will be fighting Godzilla or if Mothra will be fighting Godzilla. But the toys from NECA and Jakks Pacific does kind of indicate that Godzilla and Mothra will be fighting. But who knows? I don't. But I think Rodan and Mothra are gonna duke it out in, like the skies or something, and Mothra's plan A is not gonna go out, and I don't know what Mothra's plan A is gonna be. Maybe it's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna beat up Rodan, and maybe she comes up with a plan B and somehow convinces Rodan to instead fight against her and Rodan, or I'm getting these names mixed up. Her and Godzilla help, instead of fighting against them, help them fight against King Ghidorah. Which could do, something, could be like some sort of reference to, I do believe, King Ghidorah. I can't talk. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I think it's going to be a reference to King Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, or Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. When Mothra convinces Rodan and Godzilla to help Mothra defeat King Ghidorah. That could be it. I don't know. And then, like, we see the scene where Mothra's like, and it's clear that Rodan's right next to her, possibly, like, dive bombing him. Like, I'm coming for you, Ghidorah. This is round 2. But I got help this time. Oh, now. Luckily, I have no pop in my cup. But, anyways. That's what I think is going to happen. It might not. Who knows? And then that's probably how Rodan's going to die. If he does die, which he's probably going to. Maybe he tries to help Mothra and Godzilla, and then he ends up dying from King Ghidorah, because King Ghidorah's like, you betrayed me! And then he ends up, or Ghidorah ends up killing Mothra as well, and then so on and so forth. Yeah. But, you know, this is all speculation from, you know, what I think is going to happen. Of course, it's speculation because it's a theory. But it might happen, it might not. I kind of hope it happens. I don't know. I'm very excited to see this movie, and I really can't wait. I really can't. But anyways, that's it for this video. Hopefully we have some more Godzilla King of the Monsters news coming out soon. And, you know, that's it. But anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye.